Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode and unplanned launch of my new um, podcast, vlog podcast, YouTube podcast. I don't even know what we're calling this, but I wanted to give a bunch of updates and I didn't feel like typing. So here we are. Three updates that we're going to be talking about today. I mean, obviously, this is unplanned. Look at how much of a disaster this room is. But I didn't want to kick off these cute cats from where they're sleeping. Look at how cute Bob is right there. Um, anyway, today we are going to talk about three exciting things. First of all, hashtags. Instagram has made a major announcement regarding hashtags, and I'm going to explain what that means for you as an Instagram user if you want to grow, build your business, all of the above. Second is Bluesky and what it means to be a decentralized platform and why that's important to understand. Third of all, Black Friday in a box. Black Friday Cyber Week starts next week. If you are, an online business owner, entrepreneur, any small business owner, I've got you covered for like some last minute Black Friday planning. All right. So the very first thing let's talk about is hashtags. So last week, Instagram announced that they will be removing the feature on Instagram that allows you to follow a hashtag. So like some people follow like hashtag farmhouse decor. And so, popular posts that use that hashtag will show up in their feed even if, you don't follow that specific creator. So it's, an alternative way to find content as opposed to a specific creator. You can follow hashtags. Now Instagram announced they're going to be removing this effective, I don't know, mid-December, I think. It has people kind of freaking out, but you don't need to. Here's the deal. So this like following hashtags hasn't really been that big of a thing for months. Like, I used to follow a few hashtags. Those hashtags haven't showed up in my feed maybe, like, once in the last 6 months. Doesn't matter. Should you stop using hashtags? No, absolutely not. So, the algorithm, for probably, I don't know, 8 months-ish, at least, the way hashtags are used within Instagram has changed. You haven't because Instagram has shifted so much more to SEO and those sort of search metrics and that sort of algorithm. Hashtags haven't been that important for direct discoverability, as in like people aren't searching like hashtag how to, I don't know, reduce cortisol levels or something. They're just searching reduce cortisol levels, or like they're probably searching like why can't I sleep and why am I always stressed. But hashtags are not the way people directly find your content nearly as much as regular SEO. However, hashtags are still very important for the algorithm itself to be able to categorize your content. So it's just another part of SEO essentially. So I am use, for each Instagram reel or post that I have, I'll probably pick like two or three of like the top SEO keywords. I will make sure that those are on screen a couple of times at least in the written caption down below. If it's a talking head reel, I'm going to make sure that I'm saying those words and that I'm using captions. Always use captions in your Instagram, like closed captions if you have a talking head reel on Instagram. Finally, what was I going to say? Oh, and I use them as actual hashtags in there. This is still valuable information that the algorithm is tracking. In addition, even though you can't follow hashtags, they're still clickable. So what that means is, and someone might search a hashtag, so you'd show up in those search results. It's just that you won't show up organically for people who are following hashtags. So what that means is like if you're in someone's post and you click on it, you can still click on a hashtag and then you'll be taken to more hashtags or more popular posts that use that hashtag. So you should still use them. It doesn't hurt. Um, there's been all this talk about how many hashtags to use. I use a ton. I use a few keywords, and those are the ones that I layer like all throughout every aspect of my post. And I make sure I have those as hashtags, but I also just use a ton of related hashtags because I don't see why using more hashtags would ever hurt you. So there's that Instagram update. Let's talk about Bluesky. So Bluesky is kind of a new Twitter-like platform. A lot of people are fleeing from Twitter because Twitter is kind of censoring stuff, or I mean, I don't want to get involved in like the political drama and all of that, but Twitter, like Instagram, like Facebook, it is a centralized social media platform, which means like, there's one company that owns it all that kind of chooses what you see in your feed. Um, and Twitter has done things like I think it banned Stephen King, the, like, horror author last week because he called Elon Musk, like, something, I don't even know, like a man child or I don't know what he called Elon Musk something and got banned from Twitter, which is just funny. Anyway, so a lot of people are fleeing from Twitter to Blue Sky. Blue Sky, I think, was founded by one of the co-founders of Twitter before, before Elon bought Twitter. So it has a lot of a feel of Twitter. I've never really been a Twitter user, so like I'm not like, oh yeah, this feels just like Twitter because I don't know what Twitter really feels like. It is simple, it's intuitive. They announced yesterday, I think, that they are growing by 1,000,000 users a day. They're at 19 million now. So this is like rapid, rapid growth. I set up my account this past weekend. Um, but here's why it's a big deal. Aside from just like a new social media platform that has a higher probability of, becoming a big deal overall, just because it's, founded by a founder of Twitter, it's decentralized. And well, you need to understand what decentralized means. So it is decentralized. And what that means is you have so much more control over your feed, what you see. You can actually like design your feed how you want. Um, but more importantly, it is decentralized. So basically, there are a bunch of scattered servers around that are all, equal hierarchy of kind of like choosing your feed. And it makes it so like the result, translating all of this, is that it makes it so much less biased. Um, like there can't be this mass censorship that you see on a lot of social media. It's really like free market essentially. Decentralization, which is cool. Um, it's very interesting, like, I mean, I'm an attorney by background. It's very interesting from, like, a regulatory background or, like, a regulatory perspective, like, how is this gonna be controlled, like, what's gonna happen, but this is, like, the future of the internet. Well, one of 2 ways. There's either, like, heavy regulation, heavy censorship, heavy, like, algorithm control, and, the other side of, the spectrum is this fully decentralized, like, for the people type of internet. So, check out Blue Sky, obviously give me a follow there. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think. Get on there if you're, I know another social media platform. If you're on Threads, so I found out an app yesterday called Croissant, like the croissants that you eat. I was actually literally eating a croissant when I found this. Anyway, Croissant is like a little app you can get that basically you type in your thread or your I don't even know what a Blue Sky thing is called. Um, like a Blue Sky tweet, what that is. But anyway, you just type it in there once and it will auto post on Threads and Blue Sky for you, so that's convenient. Um, so yeah, that's that update. Super interesting, check it out. Last thing let's talk about real quick is Black Friday in a box. So, I have a Black Friday in a box product for it's free. Sorry, I shouldn't have really said product. Well, it's a digital product, but it's a webinar plus pre-written emails plus social like Canva social media graph templates, all this kind of stuff for free, available for you. It's in my Uprise community. Um, so and oh, there's like checklists, like everything you need to plan for. First of all, your strategy. So like, how are you going to sell your offerings? What's your approach to Black Friday? How to choose the right and most profitable one for you, and it's not just specific to Black Friday. Obviously, like you can use it for any sales campaign or any any sale that you want to have or little marketing campaign. Um, it's inside my Uprights community, so you can join that. I'll put the link. I don't This is my first time ever going live on YouTube, so I'll put the link down below or however you can put links in these things. Um, you can join for free for 30 days. So you could join for free, go snag all these materials, and then just cancel right away. I also have a live call tomorrow about Instagram Q&A and Instagram update, and then there is in like 2 weeks, there's some live boot camps. So you might want to stick around for like at least the whole month if you're not going to stay longer term and get as much free stuff as you can. There's also a bunch of other free stuff already in there and weekly trending audios. Anyway, so if you are like, oh crap, Black Friday is next week, I don't have, my ish together, this is for you. Let me know if you like this. If you like this format, give me a thumbs up or give me some feedback in the comments. Trying to figure out how to easily get information to you without making it too much work for me. Like sitting down and typing a newsletter is too much work, going to take too long. So if I just pop on here, go live for 10 minutes and talk, that might be the way to go. Thank you.